Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Coyne, founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring, where we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. HSN Mentoring provides a comprehensive nutrition business platform for gym owners and dietitians to offer individual coaching and challenges. The program is guided, tested, and proven. If you're looking to add nutrition services to your business, go to grownutritionbusiness.com and book a free call today. Today, we have Rob Connors, the owner of Signum CrossFit, as a guest on our podcast. We have known Rob for quite a number of years. He actually started with HSN Mentoring prior to opening up his gym. Rob does all the free intros at Signum, and he has had over 90% of new people get started with either nutrition only or nutrition and fitness at his facility. When they started, his wife Emily did all the nutrition coaching. They were doing so well that we asked Emily to come on board as a mentor. Today, she has helped hundreds of gyms build successful nutrition programs through marketing and all the things that we talk about today on the podcast. Don't worry, we'll have Emily on the podcast as a guest soon. But today we talk about 5 ways to build your nutrition program without spending a dime. The first 2 are vital building blocks, but once you have those, number 4 is definitely the difference maker with every gym that we help at HSN Mentoring. Enjoy. Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. Today we have Rob Connors on, and I'm so excited to talk to him. His wife is actually a mentor for HSN. And yeah, Rob, tell us a little bit about your story and what you guys are doing at Signum CrossFit or Signum Fitness and Nutrition.
Yeah, sure, Nicole. First of all, thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure. So I guess our story is Emily and I guess it goes back to that when we first met. For all you single male CrossFitters out there, or even single female for that matter, if you see a lonely little beautiful person in the corner who looks a little bit lost because they just entered the gym, offer to put their equipment away, put their squat rack away. And 1 week after I put her squat rack away when she was brand new in class, we were on our first date. And probably 6 months after that, we were on the way to having our first kid. And a couple months after that, we got married. And then now we are here with a gym and 2 toddlers.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I love it. The journey, you guys. That's awesome. Well, that's how Jason and I met too, actually.
Nice. Yeah. So see, there's a proven process. Right? If you don't take anything else away from this podcast, take that piece of advice.
Find your wife at CrossFit.
Yep. For significant other, whoever it is,
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys have done some really incredible things and are really making an impact in your community, not just through fitness, but through nutrition. I mean, I talked to you guys before you even opened the gym. You guys started with HSN Mentoring before you opened the gym, but what was your vision when you guys opened the gym?
It's looking at it now, I wish I could say I had a vision and some grand scheme plan. At the time, it's pretty vague and people were thinking about opening gyms. I would tell them your vision and what you think you want to create is probably going to change, and then it'll change again and again.
Yep.
But, I knew I wanted something a little bit different than traditional sort of CrossFit gyms out there. And I think with where we are in the growth cycle, we're at sort of like maturation phase for CrossFit gyms is that, we don't see the explosive growth that we saw pre-2012. So you got to be able to distinguish yourself now. But we're into about 6 months into the gym. This was summer of 2018. And we sat down and really started to think about who our ideal clients are. And we did a lot, and we still do a lot of personal training. And we realized that we wanted to create a niche for ourselves. So we ditched the group classes and focused entirely on one-on-one personal training as well as nutrition coaching. So that really brings us to today where our vision is pretty rock solid in that we want to be the premier personal training and nutrition coaching studio in our area that gets our clients to their goals in the most sustainable way possible. So a lot of things that we've been doing behind the scenes, really leveling up our staff and our personal training staff there. In fact, we are bringing on another nutrition coach. She is actually a registered dietitian that's going to take our program to a whole new level. I have tons and tons of ideas, but like a lot of business owners, ideas are just ideas until you start putting them into action and get the right people in place. So, a lot of things going on there. And it's pretty odd. It's a lot of people will reach out to me. It's like, you only run personal training? Like, yeah, the grass is never greener. I still have the same issues and things as other business owners and gym owners have. It's just a different business model. That's all I tell people.
Absolutely. You don't need as many people in your facility, as many bodies, because you are charging a premium dollar, and being able to offer both services to the same client, nutrition and fitness, means that you can really help support them and customize their journey based on where they're starting from and what they need the most help with, right?
Right. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, I have less than 40 clients, but we focus a lot on those 40, and really try and give them the best service possible, better than anywhere else that they can in the area.
Absolutely. And, a cool thing with your gym is you guys have done so much with nutrition only clients, right? So you have your personal training and nutrition clients, then you also have a whole nother sector, which I can only imagine how much it's going to grow now that you have a dietitian coming on board. But you have a huge successful piece of your business that's just nutrition only clients. And today I wanted to talk about 5 strategies that business owners, nutrition coaches, gym owners can use to help grow their nutrition programs. And you guys have been really a leader in the industry doing this.
Yeah, thanks, Nicole. So a lot of it started up with when we just started taking on mentorship with HSN and some other companies, in that we didn't know where to start. We didn't even have a gym. We didn't even sign a lease yet. We had no prospects. No one would talk to us on spacing. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so you guys and other mentorships just said, start producing content, do it 30 days in a row.
Yep.
And Emily tells this to all of her HSN clients to do the same. And everyone feels awkward and odd.
Yep.
You feel like an idiot talking to the front of the camera. You have everything scripted out, but you probably recorded it 15 different times and keep messing up. And you realize you got to get the best lighting, and then you got to get a mic, and you got to, do this, do that. And someone's telling you got to put in captions and blah, 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 blah. You don't need to do any of that. You just got to start building in the habit, really.
Absolutely.
And so we just started up. If you feel like it, you can scroll way down in our Instagram channel, Signum CrossFit, and see some of our idiot early videos. They were atrocious. Some of the video editing software, I was splitting every single time I said or but the thing is, 2.5 years later, it just comes secondhand with producing content. And so you got to tell everyone you're just all about whatever you're all about. If you're all about group classes, put in tons of content around group classes. If it's personal training, if you want to add nutrition component, you need to tell everyone that you do it, and that you're the best at it. And that's really where you begin to build that relationship right there.
Absolutely. Brand awareness, and people associate nutrition with your brand because you have built it in such a core message in everything that you guys produce. And, another thing I think is really important is you guys practice what you preach. I mean, I follow Emily on social media, and she's posting every single Sunday about what food that you guys are prepping and what the kids are eating. And you guys are living it just like you're telling your clients to live it. And showing that empathy, being able to relate to clients, is a huge piece of the puzzle, right?
Yeah, definitely. Sort of go back on, I guess, point 1 before dive in. I mean, point 1 sort of carries into this, like point 2 is that I would tell everyone, like, if you're just starting out a nutrition business, whether it's HSN or anyone else, like, you need to put it up on your website. It needs to be front and center. When someone goes there, that's really the first piece of marketing material someone hits.
Yep.
And if you're on socials as well, you need to be publishing about it constantly. I have the data on mine, and nutrition engagement gets so much more links, clicks, profile visits, engagement than anyone doing a muscle up or an air squat or a max snatch.
Yep.
It's proven. It's in our numbers. So, just with that, it's like, you have to, what you do, you have to be about it. If you're going to, talk the life, like, for example, if you are talking about CrossFit group classes, but really you only run marathons or only do, say, bodybuilding hypertrophy type work, but you're supposed to be the expert on CrossFit, like you got to practice what you preach there, because that can really come across there. I'm not saying there's anything against, someone running marathons. I have good friends that do it, or people that do bodybuilding, kudos to them. But you definitely have to live the story that you're selling, or the service that you're providing out there. So Emily does a great job of just putting out what we do on a daily basis. I think it's actually awesome when you do it in your chaotic life environment. Many times she records content or videos of what the kids are eating while the kids are in the background screaming and being crazy, because a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of clients relate to, I don't have time to meal prep. Well, she's doing it with these, with Will and Reese in the background, fighting.
Yeah. You mentioned the first tip, having nutrition on your website. Emily helps every single gym during the mentoring training process, going through their website. And Rob, I'm sure you're not surprised, because I'm sure she's told you, but so many gyms wonder why their nutrition programs aren't growing. And when you go to their website, it doesn't mention nutrition at all. And the first thing people are doing before they come into your facility as they're shopping around is going to websites and seeing what services you offer and how you're going to help them. And if you're not talking about nutrition, they're not going to understand how you can help them with nutrition.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Like, when it comes to nutrition, it's like an old saying. A guy I used to internship for back in my finance days, he said, someone will tell you about their wife, kids, marital status before they'll ever tell you about their money status. Same things about nutrition. Someone will tell you all about, what they do for exercises and how often they come and what gym they go to before they ever tell you about their nutrition, because nutrition is so personal to people. And it's something that it took me a year to really realize, is that when people make nutrition decisions, it's usually because of something else. Poor nutrition decisions, that is, it's something else that's going on in their life.
Yep.
And there's a trigger that happens, and it causes them to turn to, processed carbohydrates and sugar, that triggers that. So that's why people keep it sort of bottled up. So with that, you need to put it out there that, hey, we get it. We understand that it's hard. The internet tells you a million different things and you don't know where to go. And there's some new fad diet out there. So you need to tell people exactly what you offer and speak to that ideal client.
I could not agree with that more. We talk to gym owners and nutrition coaches all the time. People feel overwhelmed because they're not sure what diet is best for them. And we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. Literally, Rob, right before we jumped on this podcast, someone booked a nutrition consult, signed up for nutrition, and in their description, it literally says, I don't know what diet is right for me. There's so many options out there. That's why she booked with us, because it literally says that on our website, word for word. And that resonated with that person, and she booked a consult with us. And if you're not talking about your clients' problems, they're not going to understand how you can help them.
Yeah. It's true. Like, if you want to call it ad copy or what we talk about on our website, comes directly from what people have told me in our free intros and in our nutrition consults, because those are the clients I have attracted and looking to attract. Another gym would be better at, but we are not experts on, or I would say we can deal with these clients. We can be experts on it, but it's not who we're trying to attract. We don't attract the kids' sports nutrition or the high level CrossFit athlete. We just don't appeal to that. But if I wanted to, I would put up language and ad copy of how they're going to win their next competition on better nutrition. Yep. So you just got to talk to your ideal client and put it all over your website. And then what you'll actually find is you'll start attracting your ideal clients.
Absolutely. So tip number 1, make sure nutrition's on your website. What's tip number 2?
Relates to what we were talking about is share your story.
Yes.
And what you are doing, not every day, but share, open up the books, open up the curtain, right? Yep. Show that there's not really a wizard behind there. And I can tell you what I eat every day. It's not complicated. People think that as gym owners or nutrition coaches and dietitians, oh, what crazy supplement are they taking, or what new food group are they trying? And you got to show people that, hey, it's something they can do too.
Absolutely.
Like M has, she'll do a day in the life right before, for example, if we have a nutrition, if you're running a nutrition challenge, this is how to get a couple people registered in your challenge. Just do a day in the life 2 to 5 days before your challenge with call to action. And over Instagram, you'll just record in your stories exactly what you do, nutrition related, and you'll show everyone that, yeah, they can do it and they can eat it too. It'll sort of lower those barriers and gain some trust.
Absolutely. Part of being a nutrition coach is being a guide, right? And you being able to have empathy and be able to relate with clients saying, hey, I'm doing exactly what I'm going to tell you to do. And then also the authority, I've helped these many people is a big thing, right? Like Emily has an awesome success story herself. We were talking about it before. And I mean, that's a great way to show people, hey, I actually practice what I preach. I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah. She has a story out there where she was in a bad spot before, a previous life situation, previous marriage. And she started our program and lost so much weight and got stronger too. And if you're wondering, for you finance heads out there like me, why should I waste my time doing this? Well, for 5 minutes of work of posting this one her own success story, it literally gets us 2 to 3 clients every time.
So that's a good one for your back pocket.
Yeah. I mean, so, we save it a couple times a year because you can't do it all the time, but it really sharing your story, so much so that the team here is making me do a day in the life before our next challenge that's coming up in the spring here.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
You guys are such a great couple and you practice what you preach, and it shows within your community and everyone around you. You guys inspire others to be better and live healthier lifestyles and really, be such great examples for your kids too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. So share your stories, number 2. Talk to me about number 3.
So again, this is how you can up your revenues or up your nutrition business without spending a dime. Goal reviews, goal reviews, goal reviews, and calling past clients. Okay.
Yes.
So these are people that have already opened the wallet. You got them past the purchase barrier. Are either purchasing from you currently or have in the past. So there has been that trust factor. So let's just talk about current clients and goal reviews. If you're not doing this regularly, you should be.
Absolutely.
For example, our membership, as far as number of clients, is flat year over year. Something I'm trying to fix. But our revenues are up 30%.
Amazing.
And we didn't raise prices yet. And it's from goal reviews.
Goal reviews are huge. I mean, people get stuck in seeing you as the fitness place and they go to you, but they still have goals. They still want to achieve, weight loss or increase performance. And how could you help them, by incorporating some nutrition? One of the things we do during our goal reviews, and I'm not sure if you guys do this, but in-body scans. So we test people's biometrics and show them, hey, you're doing awesome. You're seeing the results. Or, hey, you've plateaued. It's time to really dial in your nutrition.
So the pushback I often hear about goal reviews is like, well, I don't want to be salesy to my current clientele. And, you don't have to always be selling. You just have to always, be there to listen to their problems.
Yep.
I'll do 3 or 4 goal reviews where we're just chatting it up and catching up. And by listening to what they're saying to me, it's like, I could offer them this, but maybe I'll just throw it out there, but I won't push hard for it. But they know it's going to be out there when I do another goal review in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas some goal reviews, I know they need, more nutrition, more accountability, or maybe a little bit more fitness, and then I'll push it in those.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they don't purchase, they're going to hear from me again in 3 months. And you actually tend to notice that the second, the third goal review, the first one really just opens up the conversation, but the second and the third, when they realize from that InBody scan, or maybe they had a bad open, that they really do need to do or that nutrition program you're recommending to them.
Absolutely. How many times a year do you guys do goal reviews at your gym?
Every 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So our CRM system just has it off where notifies me to sit down with them and talk.
Okay. If someone doesn't want to do a goal review, do you motivate them in any way to get in for a goal review?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm not like most gyms in that I not managing 100 members, so I'm on top of it a lot, right?
Yeah.
And try and plan it around their PT session.
Yep.
There are ways to do it via Google Forms. If someone just really didn't have a time, could they do a phone call with me? Could they do a Zoom call? Because it's really just time when it comes there. Or hey, just come in, get on the InBody. Let's just see where you're at. So that gives them some value there.
People love InBody scans. I know for us, we do summer bingo, and it's always a square on summer bingo is set up a goal review. So once a year, I know every single person will come then, and we do the same thing at the end of the year. So we do them twice. I think, doing it more often is, great, right? Relationships we're in the relationship business.
Mm-hmm. I would say if I were running a bigger box gym, a great time to do it is actually in the intramural open. And everyone's nervous in week 1. You're all always burnt out by week 5. The athletes and the gym owners are like, let's just get this over with. But week 2 and 3, you're still pretty hype about it. And maybe you didn't get that first bar muscle up, or you feel like you could have got more. So if I were running a bigger box gym and doing goal reviews, I would actually, as one of my intramural open
points or something,
I would say make that the highest points you can get for the week.
That's a great idea. We might be stealing that from you.
Yeah. And so someone who just did, what was it? The handstand push-up WOD and couldn't get to that, handstand walk. Well, nutrition may have helped you.
Yep. If you're down a little bit of weight, it would be easier.
But don't do it week 5 because everybody just wants it over with.
That's true. Awesome. So goal review sessions. And one thing you kind of mentioned briefly that's been a huge help for us, we've gotten back almost a dozen clients this past month just from calling past clients, picking up the phone. Texting does not work as well. Email does not work as well, but picking up the phone and calling past clients just to see how they're doing, invite them in for an InBody scan and talk to them about where they're at. Sometimes life happens and you get busy, but the new year, everyone's looking to lose weight or get back in shape. And this is a perfect time to reach out to some of those low-hanging fruit, right?
Yep. It's it's good, better, best. So it's good to email, it's better to text, but it's best to call. And if people don't return your email, people are just busy. I see 1 million emails a day that I say I'll get to, and then it just gets lost in the ether.
Yep.
Just pick up and call them. And it's amazing. It's we have this list of former clients, and we used to see them every day and see them when they're sweaty and just vulnerable, I guess you could say. But we won't call them, but yet we'll go out and spend $200 a month on Facebook ads to people that we've never met in our life.
So true. Jason set a goal towards the end of December and beginning of January to call 10 past clients a week. And it worked really, really well.
Yeah.
Awesome. So goal reviews, number 3. What's number 4?
All right. So this sort of starts if you are not doing number 1, which is your website and social, start there. Because you can't do this one without first putting on your website and your social media, is that in your intro process, which is basically just your sale process, you need to be selling nutrition.
Absolutely.
People think that they can come in and just out exercise a bad diet. Why do they do that? Because the fitness industry, the supplement industry, the sports industry sort of teaches us that through their marketing growing up, but you can't. And in fact, I think 90% of like 95%, it's very rare for me to sell a fitness only package, a personal training only package.
I think people feel overwhelmed trying to sell nutrition because they're like, they came in for fitness. I just wanted to get them bought on something. When in reality, you're not giving them the best option to help them achieve the goals that they're looking to achieve, right? If you're skipping over nutrition. Rob, one of the things that we do, and I'm sure you guys do this too, is building hybrid packages. So it's easy for someone to get signed up with both and they don't have to do two separate things and two separate charges. It's one package to get signed up for both. So it's easy to present them the option to help them achieve their goals, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like Amazon. It's one click, buy now, and you're out of there, right?
Yep.
And so then they have some suggested purchases, but you just want to make like a one click and get out of there. Okay. You don't want to say, okay, well, if you're coming to my gym, you have to do this on ramp and that's $300. And then we're going to go to $169 in a month for the fitness. Oh yeah. And then we're going to also add on $125 a month for the nutrition. It's like, whoa. The only number I can register as a consumer is the total of all.
Exactly.
Okay. And you're telling me $800, but no, the timelines are different. It's actually not going to be $800. Just give me a hybrid package. Okay. And it's this, it includes all of that, so give me options. But 2 out of 3 of those options should be nutrition. In fact, we've played with 3 out of 3 being all including nutrition and getting rid of fitness only. But you need to stop projecting. That was something that I've even struggled with when I was first starting up, is that projecting my budgets onto other people.
Yep.
But because their pain points aren't the same as yours. We're fitness experts. We've been doing this a long time, and they're not. So don't project like your price points and what you would pay for this onto someone else.
That's so true. And I think it's a hurdle that a lot of gym owners and nutrition coaches have to overcome. I was just talking to a gym owner recently, and he was talking about, I just don't know if I would pay X number of dollars for nutrition. And I was like, well, how much is your CrossFit membership? $250. Would you pay that? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're projecting what you would pay for something. And the truth is, people are going to go somewhere else if you're not offering nutrition. And they're saving money when they cook real food. And when you have a nutrition coach, you're making food. You're not going out to eat as much. Like you're saving money, actually.
Yeah. The one thing with that is I when I was early on in my process, is that especially when it comes to sales, like the logical explanation of how they're going to save money actually on our program, people don't buy on logic.
They buy on emotion.
Yeah, exactly. So you relate to, hey, listen, we're not going to get you to, lose that 20 pounds. So getting dressed every morning can stop being a daily struggle without this component.
That's the biggest thing, right? Because people say they want to lose weight, but until you can get to why they want to lose weight, and it always has to do with confidence or feeling better or having more energy or, some type of emotion, you're going to have a hard time getting them to buy what the best option is for them. And
a lot of it, the CrossFit, definition of fitness, the first 26 words all start around nutrition. So a lot of it you can just do with nutrition only. So if you're getting price objectors, you should have a nutrition only option and drop down to that.
Absolutely. Our first page in our price binder is PT and nutrition. Then the second page is group and nutrition. The third one's nutrition only. We don't have any options to get started with fitness only at our facility.
Yeah.
And I know you guys were doing that at one point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll go back now that you have an RD.
No, it just opens up so more. I'm actually, I don't have all the answers, and there's definitely things we can improve one thing that I found, and I was running some paid for advertising around our nutrition campaign, like nutrition only, mainly on Google Ads. And I noticed that there was a lot of clicks or a lot of interest on our nutrition campaigns. There just wasn't a lot of conversions. And so this ties together with, making a clear message is that people search for a dietitian. They search for a nutritionist. You have to be able to bridge that gap for people.
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things I'm really excited about getting RD on staff is that we can now bridge that gap for people.
Absolutely. It gives you another layer of expertise, right? You have the credentials behind the program that you're offering. So we have to include nutrition in the free intro. You said this at the beginning, but you have to do number 1, number 2. If you're just talking about nutrition in your free intro, but they're not seeing nutrition before they come into your facility, they're going to think you're selling them on something.
Yeah.
So you got to do number 1, number 2, the website and social media, email content, all of that. They need to see nutrition coming from you before the free intro process. Rob, talk to me about the last one.
Number 5 is book your HSN monthly call. You need to do that. I will actually say, since we first signed up, before Emily was ever a mentor, the way the program has just changed and evolved, there's just so much value in it. It's ridiculous. The mentor team is, I think, grown by 4 or 5x. It's so much. Yeah, so much more than what it was in the beginning. There's a marketing aspect, an operations aspect. They tell you how to run challenges, the best practices, how to take advantage of it, how to convert people after a challenge. And it's all gyms or mentor teams that basically have, tried a bunch of different things and they're telling people what to do, what works. We're testing out a new challenge model. Spoiler alert here at Signum. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know if it'll work. We're hoping it'll work. And then if it does work, we're going to share it with the HSN community. But if it fails, we're going to see why it fails, try and improve it before we ever try and waste other gym owners or Emily tells other people about it,
Absolutely.
So a little bit of a cliffhanger there. And if you are not booking your HSN call, and just like, sending money down the drain, you can send it to Signum CrossFit. That is address 728 Bel Air Road, Unit 115. And I will be happy to invest it for my kids' college tuition fund.
Oh my goodness, too funny. You know what? I agree. Your wife and the rest of the mentor team are absolutely amazing. And it's so great to have more than just 1 or 2 brains working on developing all the systems for the program. We have such an amazing team now. And it's fun to watch, everyone's programs do amazing. We do the Bright Spot Fridays and people are sharing all their, new clients and how many people they've got that are interested or nutrition only clients, or they've signed a corporate deal. And that inspires other people to, be better and do better. I think, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time with all the mentor team and it's amazing, right? Like I strive to be better every day because of them, right?
Yep.
They're all amazing. Emily's great. You are amazing. You guys have done such a great job at Signum, building nutrition into a core offering in your business. And people are coming to you because you offer nutrition. And you guys are getting nutrition only clients. And you've really made a name for yourselves within the community doing nutrition only. And a lot of it was essentially free advertising. You didn't pay for a ton of advertising to build your nutrition program to where it is.
Nope. I was actually sitting down with a coach and we did our evals and she has basically her perfect day and how much she'd like to make from the gym. And we worked out the numbers and how many clients she needs to get up to. And it's very achievable. And then, the next question was, okay, how do you get there? And she's like, well, I guess I could do some of this, or maybe I can make up some flyers, or I could spend money on this. I was like, no. Who can you talk to? Mm-hmm. And fast forward to today, we brainstorm on 6 things, and 3 of them we put into action. I don't know if all 6 will work. If one just works, they're all big potentials. So, and that's all without spending a dime. It's just getting yourself out there and talking to people.
That's it, right? It's all about relationships and building yourself as the expert and the guide to help people achieve whatever they want to achieve. And people are looking for someone to help them. You just have to be there and ready, right?
Yep, that's true.
Awesome. Rob, anything else that you want to share? If people want to have questions, you're doing some really cool stuff with Google Ads and building a golf program right now.
Yep. Yeah, so it's I was never a pro golfer. At best, maybe I think I reached third man on the travel team back in high school, but love golf. Pretty much the biggest Tiger fan ever out there, through the ups and downs. We all have it, right?
Yep.
And so play a lot, practice a lot. And what my personal story, I sort of stepped away from golf for about 6-7 years because I found this CrossFit thing and getting back into it because just need something else outside the gym to be into. And last summer I got into it and I was hitting the ball like so much further on old technology of 10 years ago. And I was just like, holy crap, this stuff works,
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I can bridge the gap here and just notice the content out there was subpar, no pun intended at best. So organically just, I have a for sale PDF golf program. You can find it out on our website, but just trying to grow it out via some digital marketing stuff I've learned and just running a gym. And it's fun. It's like, as entrepreneurs, we find these new little side projects that actually turn into big projects.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So just publishing a ton and guess how I'm doing it? I'm publishing a ton of content.
It's huge, right? You have to establish yourself as the expert. People go online and research before they make a buying decision. And if you have a ton of content out there and you can build that relationship before people come to you in person or call you, then you are so much closer to the sales point because you've already established that relationship with them.
Yep, it's true.
Awesome. Rob,
it's true.
Thank you so much. Just to recap, our top 5 things without spending any money to build your nutrition program. 1, make sure nutrition is on your website. 2, share your story on social media, post on social media regularly. 3, do goal reviews with your clients and past clients. 4, make sure that nutrition is in your intro process. And 5, if you're an HSN mentoring client, book your stinking mentoring calls. We want to talk to you. Our vision is to help you grow and empower you and give you the best practices and be a sounding board and make sure that you're focusing on what needs your attention most right now. As entrepreneurs, we get really excited about a lot of different things and sometimes they take away our attention, and mentors can help give you a straight, clear path to help you achieve the results you're looking to achieve in your business. Rob, thank you for coming on. You're such a plethora of knowledge, and I know your passion for nutrition and helping people is just going to make an even bigger difference in your community and beyond. So thank you for all that you do.
Cool. Thanks for having me, Nicole. Appreciate it. And thanks for all the help as well.
I hope you enjoyed that podcast as much as I did making it. Truthfully, building nutrition into a core offering in your message and talking about it regularly makes it easy for people to understand how you can help them. If you're thinking, I don't know where to start when it comes to building a nutrition program, or I just launched a challenge and I'm not sure what to do after, we are hosting a free webinar for gym owners and nutrition coaches on building a nutrition program beyond a challenge. The webinar is on Thursday, February 6th at 3 p.m. So make sure you click the link below and register today. Next week, we're going to be talking about nutrition with kids and healthy families. 5 strategies that we utilize at our HQ location, and we teach every single gym that helps nutrition with families and kids to use the same strategies as well. So tune in next Monday.